Yeah, I just fucking fell off the fucking roof. And now I found out,
That would explain it. You need an oxy?
Sorry?
You need an oxy?
No, I've never actually got my hands on some, to be honest.
Well, there you go.
Oh my God, thank you so much. Ugh. One of my fucking boys, old-time friends, apparently just got fucking shot in the head or the eye or some shit like that. He's down in ICU.
Wait, who?
Brandon Valentino.
Tripos?
Yes.
You would not believe the coincidences that is happening in my day, Nino. If I told you that I saw it happen, would you be interested?
Saw what happened?
The entire group getting led up a ladder by a 6-armed gunman in the back of a black van, taken to the top of a silo and shot one by one.
Oh no. You know, Edgar shot me right over here.
Wait, Edgar shot you?
Yeah. Because Tilly convinced him that, Tilly, started to, get involved in things that would create a bit of a problem. And so, as per Tilly's way, convinced Edgar I had an issue with him. And that I had apparently told Tilly that if she hangs out with him, Tilly's gonna get killed. And instead of when I was completely transparent with the guy, he ended up shooting me. According to Brandon, his plan was to shoot me all along. Why? I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah. But
I can't say I know him too well, but our paths crossed like semi-recently and had some back and forth. But I was wrong place, wrong time. I was doing a boost. And I see 6 men with class 2s all blacked out, leading these guys up to a roof.
Yeah, that's crazy. It was only supposed to be Edgar.
What the fuck does that mean?
I mean, listen, if someone's gonna fucking try to blow a hole through me instead of converse through it, I mean, you know, what goes around comes around, right?
Damn. I see what you're putting down there.
Yeah.
I don't need to dig any deeper on that one.
Well, I think you know what happened. I'm not gonna hide it from you.
No,
but
I mean, shit. Eye for an eye. We gunned you down and do the same shit.
Yeah. I've been meaning
I know that though. I won't be saying about what I saw to nobody.
Wait, say that again.
I said, now that I know that's the case, I will definitely not be repeating what I saw to anybody.
I'm gonna be honest. I was gonna ask you guys for a favor as well. I haven't been waking up in the mornings though, past week and a half. Here's how I look at it.
That's got you.
I appreciate that, SK. You've always been real. I been meaning to let you in on some information. And you know, take it for what you will. I don't know where you guys like stand with all this, but that man killed Alia.
Excuse me. This is a whole can of worms, because, so you know when Aaliyah died, right? Or supposedly died, but was still alive.
With and Dr. Naya ended up paying for leaking the information.
Yeah, well, she leaked the information to me, which led me to Edgar, hence the reason I met the guy. And I built trust with him to the point where I got brought to a location face to face with Aaliyah in what I've now found out was her last day alive, where she just hurled abuse at me. And I'd made the promise to her in front of her at that moment you faked it before, but I will kill you for real next time I see you. I left. She died that night. And then I found out only recently that it was Edgar.
I originally sent Edgar, who... Aaliyah was a special soul. Like, unique. And I met Edgar via a phone call in which he was asking me for a gun. And I'm the mayor. I can get him one. I don't think he understood it doesn't work that way in Los Santos. And I sent Edgar towards Aaliyah, and I said, Aaliyah, you know, he seems like an interesting fellow. He's got very similar uniquenesses to you. See what, you know, give him some food to eat. You know what I mean? Like, take care of the guy. Show him around.
Yeah.
And now here we are. Like, it's, I've always been a man that says, I want to hand out. You know what I mean? Give people a start in the city. But
yeah,
never in a fucking million years would I have ever expected things to have come to this. I still don't even understand it myself. But
yeah, I wasn't happy how things ended with myself and Alea. She had a lot of people in her ear telling her that, you know, we was using her and all this shit, and she kind of just ended up spiraling off what people was telling her. And because I always saw her as a friend, but she made it very clear towards the end of her life that it was strictly just a fucking business relationship for her. But I did care for her at one point in time. I did care for her for sure. She, like you say, she was different.
I remember that conversation we had at the beach resort, and I tried to tell Aaliyah as much. I'm like, he is not. I remember you saying it's just money. It's $1 million. But for some reason, her paranoia made her believe that it was her end. But you know what they say? Some people kind of set the destiny for themselves and then let it play out, regardless of what anyone tells.
Yeah. She never, not once when I told her that, like, I valued her relationship with me more than finances, she just was never able to believe that.
Well, now I'm in a bit of an awkward predicament because I need to go to the hospital to see Brandon in ICU. And his entire 3-pass is probably over there. Now,
I can confirm they are. I got off the phone with Fred about 10 minutes ago, and he said they're all in the ICU but stable.
Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, are they all 3-pass? Because, like, I could have sworn Jay Hobbs is a bestie.
As far as I'm aware, Jay Hobbs wasn't there, but there was definitely a Cyprus person there.
Jesus fucking Christ. Well, maybe we keep mums the word until figure out what the fuck happens here. See how much it spirals. But let me kind of show you a little bit of the place. I wish we had a bit more time, but now things are somewhat pressing. Have you seen the entrance to this place?
No, I haven't been here since probably the last time we spoke.
Yeah. Well,
what the fuck?
For the past 2 months, I've been thinking about how to bring commerce back to Los Santos and start to burst the bubbles that I think have so much solidified, preventing people from intercommunicating. A home for civilians. This entire blueprint that has been laid out by Natalia. She is go to courtcenter.me on your cell phone. What you're going to be seeing there is going to be a series of goals to, for people around the city. For materials to bring in and get paid well. You'll be able to make a login account, see your personal progression. all our staff is going to have a full-featured storefront, so that anything you not need in the city, you will see what's in the inventory. You will see a buy price and a sell price, and it will be handled right by our staff members. You need wood, you need something like, last minute. You want to make a little bit of money, new to the city, this will be the centralized digital hub. And all our material is going to be right downstairs.
So this is a material business hub almost.
Right this way.
How long has this place been being developed? I didn't even know this existed.
We got grants from the state. And Natalia's been cooking on this for about a week and a half. Well, the thing is, launch is important, but because, New Year's and, Christmas, it's a little bit tough.
Yeah, of course. Damn, this is so much bigger than I even realized.
Yep. In the back, you're going to have things of everything in the city available. And then stall vendors are going to have keypadded things right there. We've got mall security cells, CCTVs. Mall security is going to have their own equipment so that they can, let's just say, contain the vibe without involving the police department.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Yep.
Hey, Shlomi.
Hey.
This is Shlomi, by the way. I don't know if you've met.
Hello, Nino.
How you doing, Shlomi? Pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
Just getting to see the new building.
You know the thing that you just told that just happened?
Yeah.
CG just called me. She
CG?
has a lot of questions. CJ.
Who's CJ?
She the Cyprus one?
Yes. She just called me and said, like, what happened?
I mean,
She's
as far as
she
she's aware,
has a
you
lot
know
of
nothing.
questions. Oh, that's exactly what I told her. Apparently,
you
though,
found people injured. They went to the hospital. That's it. Nothing more. Nothing
she
less.
does know though that me and you brought her in, and that's because yeah, and she told me like, do you remember who brought her in? So I told her like, I don't know. Like all I was told is she's bleeding out, and like all I did was put you in the hospital, right? And apparently apparently I saved her life because I took some bullet. So I put pressure on her wound that it basically put the bullets out of her shoulder, so I saved her life. Anyways, she has a lot of questions, and I told her I have little answers. So
we was boosting. We saw people injured.
Exactly.
We helped them. It's that.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Exactly. That's all it is. Yeah, that's what I said. If they have any more questions, right? Like, gonna keep it on that down low, and was just a casual boosting day. Which in reality, it was a casual boosting day.
That is fucking incredible. I'm not gonna lie. So you were just boosting each
Oh, 100%.
I'm not joking to you, Nino. We was boosting. The black van pulled up on us 25 minutes prior and said some shit, like pointed a class to us and said some shit, like just to scare us. 25 minutes later, we see them unloading people one by one out of a van and taking them to a fucking thing to throw them off. It was the biggest coincidence.
Jesus.
Actually, it's crazy to think about.
Yeah, anyway, sorry, carry on.
Tier 1 and Tier 2 stalls are going to be installed right over here. The entire
stalls,
city.
You mean any type of business, or is it strictly going to be like...
Exactly.
Oh, so it's going to be like a shopping center.
It's going to be the mall.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Up top here, you're going to have custom outlets. So the people that are the most active, right, are going to have their own customized places installed right here. And this building isn't it. This is a proof of concept that I've been begging the feds to invest in. Because the thing is, like, think about it. Where are people's businesses? They're all scattered around. When's the last time you went into someone's business and bought something? So let's bring everyone together. Bitcoin and Bet is going to be purchased, allowing a trading facility so that those who need can purchase.
Okay, now that's cool.
Yeah. It's and now the best part about it is, let's say, you got a buddy, they've got like custom made stuff, they're selling from the manufacturer up in Blaine County. If they so choose, they can give it to our fulfillment center, and when they're asleep, when they're gone, the fulfillment center can sell it on their behalf. It's a full-fledged like system, like
almost like the fucking the market back in the day, up in Palito.
Yes, it's like that, but digital. Now, the great thing about it is, if this ends up getting proven out, you can see some of these other buildings. We purchased the entire court center. So these other buildings may open up over time. In fact, we're looking to get 2 restaurants that are going to compete with each other, kind of like, you know, when you see 2 restaurants like giving out samples and shit at the mall?
Yeah.
And that boosts like their quality. That's kind of what I want to see. I want to see people
rivalry.
like friendly rivalry. Yeah. You hand out samples and maybe, I don't know, like something that makes them like yell across the way and get people to come to their restaurant. Now,
I love this. This sounds like everything the city needs right now. I'm not gonna lie.
yes, it's why I took it very personal for what happened to take place over here. You know?
Yeah.
So the final thing I wanted to tell you about, and this is a may I talk to SK just one-on-one?
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Shlomi. Shlomi, right?
Correct. That's
Yep.
me.
Eventually, every vendor is going to have their own progression and have access to the system so that they can use it over here or use it in their own shops. So your own, like, registers, so to speak. Some of that might get baked into the city. There's current discussions with that. How strong does a gang feel, do crews feel, do organizations feel when there is no civilians?
How strong?
Yeah. Like if empires are built without civilians, there isn't...
If I'm being completely to the point, cutthroat, honest, I don't think there is no empires anymore, if I'm being real.
Yes.
Like if I think, and I've had this conversation with people, strength for me right now is through bloodshed. It's not like there's no one really, like, I mean, you got properties and people, you know, grows and people have all of the, you know, assets, but it doesn't feel like people like I'm an old-fashioned guy when it comes to that type of power, right? Like having an empire, owning, you know, we got 25% in this business, we got 30% in this, we have a top performing restaurant. I don't feel like that is an aspect of power at the moment that even exists.
And that's what I want to change. As much as I am building up the civilian infrastructures, I am inviting the heads of the various families to the potential future of what the back end will look like. There are certain things that people need. Things like jobs. Things like equipment. And I think if the civilian infrastructure at the court center builds up, the underground equally opens. Where...
Oh, yeah. In a very different way to what we have right now as well.
Precisely.
A lot of behind closed doors and more, you know, it requires a certain skill set to operate in that world as well as what we got going on right now.
We allow for bounties for like wood and other civilian things. But imagine those bounties become custom tailored for every crew. Their own sort of things that they aim for with something that comes along with it. Now, I'm not saying that do these contracts you end up with 2 AKs, but that is the direction I am thinking. But I don't want to overpromise. But this is the vision. And this is what I'm aiming for. So that the heads, such as yourself and some of the others, can also hand those sort of contracts and things out to some of the smaller circles around the city. Are you kind of seeing the vision I'm painting here?
Yeah. Very clear.
So
it's exciting stuff.
It is
very, very like. It's the type of stuff I love. Is what it sounds like. I'm super excited.
Yeah, I want to bring back meaning. You know, meaning that's been long lost the last year or so. Now, I cannot promise it will happen, but I am, well, not just myself, but those around me are trying their damnedest to bring it back. Because I'm going to be honest, I'm sick of being a civ. But fuck me, is there anything for me to bite on right now? And so I figure I could sit back and just say, you know, woe is me, or I can help try to build something, you know, try to be the solution, so to speak.
I think that's the right path.
Yeah.
Because I mean, let's not beat around the bush, right? Like there's not a lot of room for that type of criminal right now. The type of criminal that operates on having stake in business and trying to get, you know, power through that way. It's just that type of criminal is not as common right now.
No. All right, I gotta make my way to the hospital.
Yeah, you go see who you gotta see, but this all sounds promising. I know anything you got, like if you ever want to link up, tell me anything or just bounce ideas. I'm all ears because I love this shit.
Absolutely. I wish I could spend more time talking about this, but you know.
No, you do what you gotta do, brother. I'm always around. I'm around these times a decent amount.
You got some boys around right now?
Probably a handful. Can't imagine too many.
Could use a little bit of oversight, you know, when I go in there. I don't know how much Edgar thinks I'm involved. That'd be great.
Yeah, I'll have people
as far as that's concerned, I'm just to visit somebody, but you know how that can go.
Yeah, I'll get a group of people down there.
All right, easy. All right,
sounds good.
You want to give me a ring-a-ding whenever you're ready?
Yeah, I'll head there now, and when we're there, just feel free to come in.
All right.
Just grab Shlomi.